check. Hello, hello. Vanakkam and good evening. We heartily welcome you all on this momentous occasion, the Carnatic vocal Arangetram of Sanjana Sridhar Guru, a disciple of Srimati Rama Rengasamy.
Today, we are honored to have in our presence our chief guest, Dr. Shyamala Vinod Kumar. Distinguished vocalist and voxologist. Thank you so much, ma'am, for having taken the time to join us here today.
Our guest of honor this evening is Srimati Sulochana Tyagarajan, Rama ma'am's guru, and an eminent Carnatic vocalist herself. Our heartiest welcome to you, ma'am.
We are extremely honored to have in our midst Mridanga Vidwan Gana Kala Bhushana, Shri C. Chaluvaraju. Thank you, sir, for being here with us today.
Also present amongst us today is Mridangam and Ghata Vidwan, Shri N. Gurumurthy. A warm welcome to you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, we are positively delighted to have you here as an audience for Sanjana's Arangetram, in person and through the live stream from India and abroad. It is your blessings and goodwill that have served as a constant source of encouragement in Sanjana's artistic journey.
Arangetram, a portmanteau of the Tamil words Aranga and Yetram, literally means an ascent to the stage. The Arangetram is an important rite of passage in the journey of an Indian classical artist. After years of arduous training, it is finally when the Guru deems fit that the disciple ascends the stage for their first full-length solo performance.
While it marks the culmination of an artist's basic training, it is merely the first step in their journey to discovering the beauty and magnificence of their art for themselves.
For Sanjana, music is more than just a hobby. It is an identity. She has always been fascinated by the complexity and magnificence of the art form, how 7 seemingly simple notes can have so many different forms that, in various combinations, form so many different ragas that in turn are expressed in so many different ways through which the songs they feature. She thrives while she's on stage. It's when she's at her best, whether it's singing, elocuting, or comparing. And she has never passed on an opportunity to express herself in front of an audience. Her respect and admiration for Carnatic music only grows by the day, as she constantly finds herself lost in the company of ragas, her favorites among which are the soothing Hindolam and the powerful Sindhu Bhairavi.
Sanjana's musical journey began when she was around 5 years old, when her mother, Shanti Auntie, recognized her raw talent for the art form and encouraged her to pursue it further. She studied under various gurus in Mauritius and Bangalore, but finally found a mentor in Srimati Rama Rengasamy, who took her under the wing in the year 2014, and Sanjana has never looked back since. Under the guidance of Rama ma'am, she also went on to write the Karnataka Music Junior Grade Vocal Exam, in which she passed with flying colors.
Srimati Rama Rengasamy began her musical odyssey at the age of 10, guided by the revered Sri Kalyanaraman and Sri Tiruvarur Natarajan, and developed a solid foundation in the art of Carnatic music. She resumed her musical expedition after a hiatus of 12 years under the esteemed Srimati Lakshmi Swaminathan, thus reigniting her passion and dedicating herself to nurturing others in this tradition.
Over the course of a decade, Rama ma'am has imparted her knowledge and expertise to students from different parts of the world, both through online and offline platforms. In her quest for continual growth, she pursued her Master of Arts from Tanjore University, where she received invaluable guidance from Guru Srimati Sulochana Tyagarajan, under whose tutelage she was able to delve into the intricacies of Manodharma and advanced concepts in Carnatic music.
In recent years, Rama ma'am has also devoted herself to studying voice therapy and voice culture under the guidance of Dr. Shyamala Vinod Kumar, a renowned voice therapist. This collaboration led to the successful organization of multiple voice therapy workshops, thus amplifying her ability to address the nuances of vocal expression.
Sanjana is accompanied in her performance today by Vidwan Sitaram on the violin and Vidwan Mahesh on the mridangam, who have both played a key role in Sanjana's musical journey ever since she first performed on stage.
Sri Sitaram Gopinath was introduced to both vocal music and violin by his father, Sri H.V. Gopinath, who was a student of Vidushi Lalgudi Rajalakshmi and Vidwan Chintalapalli Krishnamurti. He has been learning violin from Sangeeta Kalashri Vidwan B. Raghuram for 15 years. He is a recipient of the Aditya Birla Youth Award for his cultural and technical achievements.
He has performed in various platforms like Bangalore Gayana Samaj, Kanchana Mahotsava, Gharana Sammelan, Chembai Utsav, and many more across South India. He is also a telecom engineer by profession, working on 5G and 6G research and development, and performs Indian film music along with his band for many corporate events.
Vidwan Mahesh is one of the senior-most disciples of Mridanga Vidwan Ganakala Bhushana, Sri C. Cheluvaraju, and has also spent a considerable amount of time learning the Ghatam and Kanjira under the tutelage of his elder brother, Vidwan N. Gurumurthy, an A-grade artist of the All India Radio.
He has performed at numerous concerts and venues, including the Indian Council of Cultural Research, or ICCR. For the last 13 years, he has been working as a Mridangam instructor at the Jai Gopal Garodia Rashtrothana Vidya Kendra, where he currently serves as the head of the Fine Arts Department.
Before we move on to this evening's performance, we'd like to make a small request. Please keep your phones on silent mode for the entirety of the program, and please refrain from taking photos or videos with the flash on, as it can be quite distracting for the performing artists.
Finally, please exercise your best judgment in deciding whether to move from your seats during the performance, and do so only if unavoidable. If your little ones are uncomfortable, feel free to take them outside through that exit to minimize distraction for the performing artists. Varna. A varnam in Carnatic music consists of both swaram, or musical notes, and sahityam, or lyric, that highlight the beauty of the ragam in which it is sung. It is typically sung at the beginning of a vocal concert to prepare the singer's voice for the upcoming pieces.
This composition by Patnam Subramanya Iyer in Adi Talam is a melange of 9 ragas and brings out the love and trust of a devotee for Lord Venkatesa. Vatapi Ganapatim, one of Muthuswami Dikshitar's most well-known compositions. Vatapi Ganapatim, set to Aditalam and the ragam closest to Lord Ganesha's heart, Hamsadhwani, describes Lord Ganesha as the elephant-headed remover of obstacles, who grants boons to all, whose forehead is adorned by the crescent moon, and who is worshipped by sage Agastya and Lord Vishnu himself.
In essence, the universe in its entirety, composed of the 5 elements, air, water, fire, earth, and ether, or space, is said to have been created by Lord Ganesha.
Vatapi Ganapatim Bhajeham 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 Vatapi Ganapatim बीजापुरम् कराम्बुजपाशबीजापुरं कलुषविदूरं भूतागारं कराम्बुजपाशबीजापुरं कलुषविदूरं भूतागारं हरादिगुरुगुहदोषितबिम्बम् हरादिगुरुगुहदोषितबिम्बं हंसध्वनिभूषितहेरम्बं कराम्बुजपाशबीजापुरं कलुषविदूरं भूतागारं हरादिगुरुगुहदोषितबिम्बं हंसध्वनिभूषितहेरम्बं वातापि गणपतिं भजेऽहं वारणां सौवारप्रदौ श्रीवातापि गणपतिं पगरि सरि वातापि गणपतिं सरि ग पगरि सरि वातापि सरि ग रे ग प ग प नि सा नि प ग रे वा तापि गणपतिं भजे गरे प गरे नि प गरे सा नि प गरे नि रे वा तापि गणपतिं भजे ग प नि सा नि प गरे नि रे वा तापि गणपतिं भजे स ग रे प ग नि प सा नि रे सा नि प ग रे वा तापि गणपतिं भजे ग रे स प ग रे स नि प ग रे स सा नि प ग रे स रे सा नि प ग रे नि रे वा तापि गणपतिं भजेऽहं वारणां सौवारप्रदौ श्रीवातापि गणपतिं भजेऽहम्
Guruleke Yetuvanti. Composed by Tyagaraja himself, Guruleke Yetuvanti, set to Khandachapu or Jhampatalam and Raga Gauri Manohari, highlights the importance of a guru in one's life.
It is the Guru who, out of compassion, imparts the knowledge of the Supreme, which is the medicine that cures one of the sorrows caused by the cycles of birth and death. Without the grace of the Guru, one will never be able to navigate one's way through the various hardships life has to offer.
గురులేక ఎటువంటి గుణికి గురులేక ఎటువంటి గుణికి తెలియకబోదు 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 కరుగైన హృద్రోగ కరుగైన హృద్రోగ కరుగైన హృద్రోగ గగనమున గోటను సగురులేక ఎటువంటి గుడికి కరుగైన హృద్రోగ గగనమున కోటను సగురులేక ఎటువంటి గుడికి తెలియకబోదు తనువు సుతగనదారదాయాది బాంధవులు తనువు సుతగనదారదాయాది బాంధవులు తనువు సుతగనదారదాయాది బాంధవులు తనువు సుతగనదారదాయాది బాంధవులు జనిగిల్చి చెతరు జాలిని కరుణతో జనిగిల్చి చెతరు జాలిని కరుణతో మనసునటక చేయు మంగనుసు తత్వబోధన చేసి కాపాడు తత్వబోధన చేసి కాపాడు త్యాగరా జాతుడకు గురులేక ఎటువంటి గుడికి తత్వబోధన చేసి కాపాడు త్యాగరా జాతుడకు గురులేక ఎటువంటి గుడికి తెలియకబోదు గురులేక ఎటువంటి గుడికి తెలియకబోదు
Kamakshi Kamakoti. In this composition, set to Rupakatalam and Raga Simhendra Madhyamam, Dikshitar prays to the universal mother goddess, or Kamakshi, who resides in the Kamakoti Peetham to protect him from all evils.
He describes her as having the luster of young flowers and being adorned with dazzling gold ornaments. She is the very embodiment of divine music, expounds all forms of art and love, and is the paragon of all auspicious qualities.
Preceding this composition is a Virittam, a devotional verse sung in the same ragam as the main composition that is not set to any particular tala.
चरणागत दीनार्त परित्राण परायणे सर्वसाति हरे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते
Shobillu Saptaswara. This composition, also by Tyagaraja in Rupaka Talam and Raga Jagan Mohini, highlights the beauty and importance of the Saptaswaras, or 7 musical notes themselves.
Tyagaraja urges the mind to praise the divine Saptaswaras that glow in the navel or nabhi, heart or hrut, and throat or kantham of the human body as they are sung, that shine in the 4 Vedas and in the sublime Gayatri mantra as its essence, and that sparkle in the hearts of the celestials themselves.
This composition also contains Chitta Swaram, a passage of musical notes composed in an orderly fashion and sung at the end of the Anupallavi and the Charanam of the Kriti.
Shobillu Saptaswara, Shobillu Saptaswara, Shobillu Saptaswara, Shobillu Saptaswara, Shobillu Saptaswara, Sundarula Pajupave Manasa, Shobillu Pani pa
Samajavaragamana. In this Sanskrit composition by Tyagaraja, set to Aditalam and Raga Hindolam, Krishna, the protector of the lotus-like hearts of the saintly, whose fame transcends the boundaries of time, is praised. He is the acme of the Vedas, the light behind the mountain of music, composed of goddess Saraswati's 7 musical notes. Tyagaraja pleads with a mysteriously attractive, flute-playing lord of the Yadava clan to care for and protect him.
This composition, the highlight piece of today's Arangetram, allows Sanjana to demonstrate her understanding of the ragam through alapanai and swara kalpana. Alapanai is the form of manodharma or improvisation that introduces and develops a ragam. It communicates the permitted notes and phrases of the ragam, setting the mood for the composition that follows. Similarly, swara kalpana or kalpana swaram is a mellow rhythmic raga improvisation set to a specific talam, in this case adi talam, a cycle of 8 beats. As part of swara kalpana, the musician delivers increasingly complex improvised sequences in the Indian music solfege, within or towards the end of a composition.
At the end of this composition, Vidwan Mahesh will also delight us by displaying his rhythmic prowess in a Taniya Vartanam, a percussion solo, where he will improvise to a great extent. His technical prowess will further be demonstrated in his use of quick mathematics as he elaborates on his presentation, to stay within the boundaries of the talam, proving that the Taniya Vartanam is indeed a tribute to the sheer complexity of Carnatic music.
सामजवरगमना सामजवरगमना साधुहृत् 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 सारसाब्जपालकाला तीतविख्यात सामजवरगमना साधुहृत् सारसाब्जपालकाला तीतविख्यात सामजवरगमना सामनि गमजसुधा सामनि गमजसुधा सामनि गमजसुधा मयगान विचक्षण गुणशील दयाल बालमा बालय सामनि गमजसुधा मयगान विचक्षण गुणशील दयाल बालमा बालय सामजवरगमना साधुहृत् सारसाब्जपालकाला नीतविख्यात सामजवरगमना वेदशिरो मातृजसप्तस्वर नादाचलदीप स्वीकृत वेदशिरो मातृजसप्तस्वर नादाचलदीप स्वीकृत वेदशिरो मातृजसप्तस्वर नादाचलदीप स्वीकृत वेदशिरो मातृजसप्तस्वर नादाचलदीप स्वीकृत यादव कुलमुरली यादव कुलमुरली वादन विनोद मोगन कर त्यागराज वल्लभ
With that magnificent rendering of the Raga Hindolam, we conclude the first half of today's Arangetram. Before we move on to the second half of today's performance, we would like to take a moment to felicitate the dignitaries present amongst us today.
We would like to invite Sanjana's father, Sridhar uncle, to do the honor of introducing and felicitating our chief guest and guest of honor.
We'll just commence in a couple of minutes. Thank you, Aditi and Vinny. I hope you all have enjoyed the first half of this evening. Now moving on to the felicitations. It's my absolute privilege to introduce Rama Ma'am's Guru, our Paramaguru and guest of honor, Srimati Sulochana Tyagarajan. I request Rama Ma'am to escort Sulochana Ma'am to the stage. Having grown up at the banks of Kaveri in Tiruvayyaru, Srimati Sulochana was always surrounded by classical music and spirituality. She was brought up with stories from the Bhagavatam narrated by her late father, Sri Umayalpuram Sivarama Shastrigal, who was a famous Bhagavatar and Sanskrit scholar himself. She was formally trained in Carnatic music by Guru Sri Vanjiyam Sri Ramachandra Iyer and attended Raja's Music College at Tiruvarur. Marriage brought her to Mumbai, where her passion, love, and dedication for Carnatic music led her to become an artiste for the All India Radio. She also began teaching music and continues to do so till date, having established the Sri Tyaga Brahma Sangeeta Vidyalaya in Bangalore. Srimati Sulochana Tyagarajan has been conferred with the title of Goda Nadamani for her continued dedication in rendering Tiruppavai. I request Rama Ma'am to felicitate our guest of honor for this evening. It is my pleasure to introduce Vidwan Mahesh's Guru, Mridanga Vidwan Ganakala Bhushana Sri C. Cheluvaraju. I request TR sir to escort Chelvaraju sir to the stage. Sri C. Chelvaraju began his training in Mridangam at the age of 7 under Vidwan Srinivas and later trained under the tutelage of the renowned Vidwan C. Subbu of Bangalore. He began his career as an accompanist at the age of 11 and has since performed at various Sangeeta Sabhas both in India and abroad. He has accompanied artists of national and international repute, among whom are Dr. M. Balamurali Krishna, Sri Yesudas, Sri Mandolin Srinivas, Vidwan Lalgudi Jayaraman, Sarod Maestro Ustad Amzad Ali Khan, and others. Sri Chelvaraju is an A-grade artist of the All India Radio and Doordarshan. Sri Chelvaraju is a top artist of the All India, my apologies, is an A-top artist of the All India Radio and Doordarshan. He also spent 29 years in the Health and Family Welfare Office of the Karnataka government. Sri Chelvaraju continues to uphold the traditional Gurukul style of teaching at his residence and also teaches the art of Mridangam to students from Germany and Switzerland online. Apart from this, he is one of the founding trustees of Ganagruha Academy of Music and Dance, as part of which he is actively involved in arranging musical festivals and seminars on the percussive arts all over Karnataka. I request Rama ma'am and TR sir to felicitate Sri Chelvaraju. It is indeed a privilege to introduce and welcome our chief guest for this evening, Dr. Shyamala Vinod Kumar. I request Shanti to escort Shyamala ma'am to the stage. Dr. Shyamala Vinod Kumar is an accomplished musicologist and professional vocalist with wide experience in performing and teaching music to students in India, the Middle East, and several other countries. She's a proficient voxologist offering voice therapy and voice culture training to several top-ranking vocalists of various vocal styles, including both Carnatic and playback music. Among the many accomplished vocalists who benefit from her expertise are Srimati Sudha Raghunathan, Srimati Nityashree Mahadevan, Sri P. Unnikrishnan, Srimati Ranjani and Srimati Gayatri, Sri Kunnakudi Balamurali Krishna, and others from the Carnatic music industry. She is a visiting faculty member at the University of Madras, Professor of University of Silicon Andhra, San Francisco, and an ex-faculty member at the Music Academy, Chennai. She is also the founder of Sri Rajashyamala School of Music in Chennai. I request Rama ma'am to felicitate our chief guest for the evening. Also present amongst us today is the Honorable Mridangam and Ghata Vidwan Sri N. Gurumurthy. I request Shanti to escort Gurumurthy sir to the stage. Also a disciple of Sri C. Chelvaraju, Vidwan Gurumurthy is an A-grade artist of the All India Radio and Doordarshan. He is currently working as a Mridangam instructor at the Deccan International School in Padmanabhanagar. I request Rama ma'am and TR sir to felicitate Vidwan Gurumurthy. Now, I would like to request Dr. Shyamala Vinod to felicitate Sanjana's guru, Srimati Rama Rengasamy, who's been a profound influence in Sanjana's journey in Carnatic music. Dr. Shyamala. Srimati Rama Rengasamy. I now request our esteemed dignitaries. Thank you, ma'am. I now request our esteemed dignitaries to felicitate the immensely talented musicians accompanying Sanjana this evening. I would like to call on our violinist, Sri Sitaram Gopinath, and our mridangam player, Sri Mahesh K.N. Sri C. Cheluvaraju, if you can felicitate our violinist and our mridangam player, please. Our violinist, Sri Sitaram Gopinath. And our mridangam player, Sri Mahesh K.N. I would now like to call on stage Mr. Madhu, our photographer and videographer from Universal Rasikas, Mr. Shiva, our sound and light engineer, and Aditi and Vinny, our compeers for the evening. Rama, ma'am, please. Madhu? Do we have Shiva? Vinny? And Vinny and Aditi. Thank you again, Vinny and Aditi. I would now like to request our chief guest, Dr. Shamala Vinod Kumar, to grace us with her thoughts on this momentous occasion. Dr. Shamala?
I have some water.
Sure. I can get you a fresh glass bottle.
Namaskaram to the most revered sir, Selvaraju sir. Vanakkam. I'm really blessed to be in your presence. Namaskarams to Amma, Paramaguru, Sulochana Amma. Actually, Sanjana is very lucky that she's performing before you. And of course, our Mridangam stalwart. And the Guru Rama Rengasamy, namaskaram to you. Guru Murthy sir, namaskaram to you. My namaskarams to each and every one of you here. Really blessed to be here. Thank you so much, Shanti and Sridhar, for inviting me here. Let me first share my experiences. My association with Guru Rama Rengasamy, it is her day actually, not Sanjana's day. I'm sorry about my throat. Bangalore hasn't been very kind to my throat. Whenever I visit Bangalore, I come here to talk about voice with a hoarse voice. Has been a challenge, but I love the place, the people. So Rama and myself, we have been associated for several years now. Music brought us together. She has been taking therapy for her voice. She's a guru all the time thinking of her students. At any given one point, she would be able to tell us the details of the progress of each one of her students. Whether they practice the exercises or not, she would chase them and get back to me periodically. She sees to it that she brings in the best of the expertise for her students, inviting them to Bangalore, discussing with them, and seeing that the students benefit and are monitored over several months, years now. Rama, is that true? Aren't we associated that many years? A very hardworking person, Rama. She visits us in Chennai too. Extremely hardworking. And most of all, a beautiful soul, very humble. She's ready to learn anything, keeping her students in mind. I think we need to really give her a long-standing applause. So, whatever we have heard so far, coming to talk about the program so far, I'm sure you will agree with me if I say it is an absolute teamwork. Especially Vidwans Mahesh and Sitaram, the way they have been supporting the girl, our little girl Sanjana, not little, little, she's a beginner, right? Very well supported by the two of them, so much so, I was just observing, and I hope our Mridangam stalwart would agree with me. Even the minute tirmanams that he was playing, he was careful not to intimidate Sanjana. The complexity, not to shock her or overwhelm her, very carefully, very gentle. Even the nadam did not overshadow Sanjana. So has Sitaram supported so very well in violin, playing along with them. It was a parallel journey so far. We don't know whether they were accompanying Sanjana or Sanjana was supporting them. It was like all the three of them supporting each other. Excellent teamwork and very good choice of compositions. I think the credit goes to Ramaji. Wonderful choice, chosen with the criteria in the mind that Sanjana should be able to carry it through. Not to showcase that, you carry something very heavy and Sanjana feels overawed and cannot handle that. So they've taken care of every aspect. My only request and suggestion would be she could have sung in G sharp. Because what happens on stage, sometimes with all the accompaniments and the ambience around and the amplification, voice moves a little up space. So the lower octave gets shadowed. There isn't enough support. Of course, that was not at all a problem for her, but it's only a suggestion. Another important factor is her stage presence. Even minute disturbances, more felt by her than us, she carried off very well with a smile. I think you should applaud her. This is her first program. Her improvisatory areas, especially the Kalpanaswara for Hamsadvani, had a lot of logical patterns. And she moved from the simple to the slightly complex. Again, a lot of thought. Kudos to you, Ramaji. Very good, very well trained. For a beginner, it is very important. And I wish they are here, Sitaram and Mahesh, so that we applaud them too. Probably they are having a cup of coffee or, yeah. They would applaud you. I won't take much of your time. Thank you, both of you. I'll share a small experience with you all. Very enlightening. My late 20s, I was doing my research with God's grace, comparative study of Arabic classical music and South Indian classical music in Oman, a collaboration of Sultan Qaboos University and Helwan University, Egypt. So at the end of my work, I had also started the course of Voxology, a 5-year course, a therapeutical course. So the day came for my Vivavos in Oman. After the Vivavos, my great guru, who's no more, Dr. Mohammed, I get emotional when I talk about him, an Egyptian who was beyond any barriers, religion or caste or country. So when he spoke to us, he said, in Arabic world, something similar to an Arangetram happens, where after several years of training, the student comes onto the stage for the first time, after which the Guru, the Paramaguru, and if the Parapara Guru, the Guru of the Paramaguru, and the Parameshti Guru, the 4th generation behind, if they are available in front of them, the student takes an oath saying, now I shall start learning music on the day of the Arangetram. Isn't it something that we all have to really applaud and understand? On the day of the Arangetram, has a different name there in Arabic language. The student takes an oath saying, now, from now on, I shall learn music. And one other thing that I learned from them is that the student is taught to say, I am not going to sing, but the Lord in me is going to sing this composition. The Lord in me is learning this composition right from the beginning. So these are two great truths I learned from them. And till today, I try to, apply that in every walk of life. So all the best to dear Sanjana, to all of you. And I'm seeking the blessings of all the great people on the dais here. Thank you very much for having me here. Please bless us. Thank you. Bless me.
Thank you, Shambhala ma'am, for those enlightening words. Can I now request Sri C. Cheluvaraju to share a few of his thoughts with us?
நீங்கள் கூப்பிடுங்க, இதை ஆர்டிஸ்ட் கூப்பிடுங்க. ஆமாம், I will blessing for that artist first. Come. நான் தமிழில் பேசிடுறேன், எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் வருது, தமிழில் பேசிடுறேன். என்னன்னா, இன்னைக்கு அந்த அரங்கேற்றம், ஓக்கல் அரங்கேற்றம், அந்த குரு ஸ்ருதிர் மாதா லய பிதா, அந்த ரெண்டும் அந்த பசங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. என்னன்னா, அந்த ஸ்ருதி எவ்வளோ ஏற்பேராகுது, வி கான்ட் ஷோ இட் தட் ஸ்ருதி, வி கான்ட் ஷோ இட் தட் லயா, அந்த ரெண்டு கடவுளை தான் கொடுக்கணும். அது பிளெஸ்ஸிங் ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. அப்புறம் அந்த குருவோட பிளெஸ்ஸிங்கும் ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. அந்த இது ஆஃப்டர் தட் டிகிரி ஓவர் ஐ டெல் த சஞ்சனா, Please do that MA music. I am in a visiting professor in Bangalore University. So after the degree and senior, when senior, after the degree or senior in vocal. The rendu irunda, you must join in Bangalore University. I'll sure she is getting that gold medal. I'm sure that one. 2 years course, that one. 2 years course. You must do, I will help you with that one. And one more thing. When I'm going to Germany, not now, I think 20-25 years back, I have got students in Swiss and Germany. Some of the paper means, what is it? In Germany, what is his name? I'll forget his name. There's interview. Sir, how much your population? On that time, 120, 130 crores, I think, in India. Now more than 140 crores, I think. Sir, 130 crores or 125 crores. Okay. How many engineers is there? Crores. How many doctors is there? Crores. How many CAs there? Crores. How many artists is there? Lakhs. See, 130 crores, very few lakhs people only that can sitting on stage only. Very few people. Now, after that Arangetram, she's getting Vidushi. See, this one only is giving Carnatic musician only. When S.B. Balasubramanian or someone, when they are singing, they are telling playback singer. Carnatic musician telling Vidushi Vidwan. This is the difference. After that Arangetram, he will call that Vidushi. Okay? And what a guru she is catching. Really fantastic. You give me more applause for the guru. Not for me, guru. No, because today I saw that Laya, Shruti is very most important in Carnatic music. Shruti Gnanam, Laya Gnanam. And the rendu kalavada kudukanum illaya. And ade innike she is not fear on stage. I thought this is not first concert. What? That so many artists, ningalukku tolre in the academy 15 years back, very great artist. Very great artist. I'll not tell that name. Morning concert, you know, that morning concert, senior most concert. So first bell is ringing. First bell, artist are ready in room. Second bell is sitting on stage. Third bell is open that screen. She is okay. 2 bell is okay. Third bell, when open that curtain, she is fall down. No. What? Anvarku romba nalla pesundare. When saw that audience, that is very most important. Today I thought that that girl, what a beautiful, she is giving that concert. So I wish you all the best in future. You don't, every day you must do that practice. Every day you must do that practice. I bless you are coming one of the best Vidushi. Thank you. Namaskaram.
Thank you, Chelvaraju sir, for those enlightening thoughts. I'd now like to request Srimati Sulochana Tyagarajan to share her thoughts with us.
Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. எல்லாருக்கும் நமஸ்காரம். அவர் செல்வராஜ்ஜி சொன்ன மாதிரி
நான் இனிமேல் வேறு ஒன்றும் பேச வேண்டிய அவசியம் இல்லை, எல்லாமே அவளே சொல்லிவிட்டா. நான் சொல்ல வேண்டியது, பேச வேண்டியது எல்லாமே ஷியாமளாஜியும் செலுவராஜிஜி எல்லாரையும் சொல்லிட்டா. அதே மாதிரி இன்றைக்கி சந்தனா தானே, சஞ்சனாவோட அரங்கேற்ற மாதிரியே இல்லை, ஃபஸ்ட்டு கச்சேரி மாதிரியே இல்லை, துளி கூட பயம் இல்லாமல் ரொம்ப தைரியமாக பாடினா. அதுதான் ரொம்ப முக்கியம். அது ஏதாவது ஸ்மால் மிஸ்டேக் வந்தால் கூட அதை கண்டுக்காமல் பயம் இல்லாமல் பாடினா அதை நான் ரொம்ப அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணுறேன். இது பண்ணுறேன். அதுக்கெல்லாம் எல்லாம் மூல காரணம் குருஜி ரமா ரங்கசாமி தான். நல்ல உழைப்பு, நல்ல ட்ரைனிங் கொடுத்துருக்கா, சபையில் கொண்டு வந்து நிறுத்தியிருக்கா. அது மாதிரி அதே மாதிரி வாய்ஸ் ட்ரைனிங் ஷியாமளாஜியும் அவளுக்கு நிறையா ஹெல்ப் பண்ணியிருக்கா. பக்கவாத்தியமும் அவளுக்கு ரொம்ப சப்போர்ட்டாக அவளை நல்ல ஊக்குவிச்சு நல்லா வாசித்தா. அவளும் ரொம்ப இது தனியாவர்த்தனம் மிருதங்கம் ரொம்ப நல்லா வாசித்தார். வயலினிஸ்ட்டு இந்தோளம்லாம் ரொம்ப நல்லா ராகம் ஆலாபனை பண்ணினார். ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்தது, பாராட்டுறேன் அவளெல்லாம். மியூசிக்குங்கிறது எல்லாருக்கும் வந்துடும், அது சங்கீதம்ங்கிறது அது பூர்வ ஜென்மத்தில் புண்ணியம் பண்ணு தான் அது எல்லாருக்கும் வரும், சில பேருக்கு தான் வரும் அது. அதனால் அந்த சங்கீதம் கற்றுக்கின்றதை வீணாக பண்ணாமல் மேலே மேலே இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு நான் கேட்டிருக்கிறேன் அவளை, சஞ்சனாவை. படிப்பு இருந்தால் கூட அது நடுவில் ப்ராக்டிஸ் நிறையா பண்ணிட்டு மேலே மேலே நிறைய கச்சேரிகள்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு ஃபஸ்ட்டு பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸில் நம்ம என்னெல்லாம் மிஸ்டேக் பண்ணினோங்கிறது அவளுக்கு தெரியும். அதெல்லாம் பண்ணாமல் மேலே மேலே இன்னும் 1.5 மணி நேரம் கச்சேரிங்கிறது 2 hours 3 hours அது மாதிரி பண்ணிட்டு மேலே மேலே நல்லா முன்னேறணும்னு நான் பகவானை பிரார்த்திக்கிறேன். என்னோடய ஆசீர்வாதமும் உண்டு அவளுக்கு. கற்றது கையளவு, கல்லாதது உலகளவுன்னு சொல்லுவாள். அதனால் நம்ம எவ்வளவு தான் கற்றுண்டாலும் போகாது, இன்னமும் கற்றுண்டே தான் இருக்கணும். நாங்களும் இன்னும் கற்றுண்டே தான் இருக்கோம் நிறையா. இன்னும் சங்கீதத்துக்கு எல்லையே கிடையாது, அது பெரிய சமுத்திரம் மாதிரி. இன்னும் வேறு நம்ம சாஸ்திரிய சங்கீதத்தில் இருக்கிற பக்தி பாவம்ங்கிறது ரொம்ப பெருசு. இப்போ யாராவது ஒரு வித்வான்கள் நல்ல ஆலாபனை ரொம்ப அழகாக பாடினா நம்ம கண்ணிலேருந்து தண்ணி வருது, மயிர் கூச்செறியறது, அதெல்லாம் எந்த ஆர்ட்லேயும் வராது, நம்ம மியூசிக்கில் மட்டும்தான் அது மாதிரி வரும். அதுக்கு பேர் தான் பக்திங்கிறது, பக்தி பாவம்ங்கிறது. அது ஒன்லி நம்ம மியூசிக்கில் மட்டும்தான், சாஸ்திரிய சங்கீதத்தில் மட்டும்தான் இருக்குது அது மாதிரி. அதனால் பாட்டு கற்றுக்கிறதுங்கிறது ரொம்பவே பெரிய விசேஷம். அதுலேயும் இன்றைக்கி பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் ரொம்ப நன்னா பண்ணியிருக்கா. அவள் மேலே மேலே நன்னா மேலே வர மாதிரி நான் ஆசீர்வாதம் பண்ணுறேன். தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச்.
Thank you, ma'am, for those enlightening words. I now request Sanjana's guru, Srimati Rama Rengasamy, to share a few words.
Hello. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I am grateful and blessed to have two of the most influential gurus in my Carnatic music journey present with us here today, Dr. Shyamala Vinod and Srimati Sulochana Tyagarajan. Srimati Sulochana Tyagarajan was instrumental in supporting me with my MA music exam and also had the opportunity to learn advanced music concepts like Manodharma from her over the period of 4 years. I was first introduced to Dr. Shyamala Vinod in 2018 for voice therapy, and she has graciously extended support to my students as well, conducting multiple workshops, one of which was held just yesterday. Thank you, ma'am. Today's musical accompanist, Sri Mahesh on the mridangam and Sri Sitaram on the violin, have been the cornerstone of my students' on-stage performances for the past 10 years, consistently providing the best support. Thank you. I'm also really honored today to have Vidwan Cheluvaraju sir and also Vidwan Gurumurthy with us today to grace this occasion. I would also like to take a moment to thank Sanjana's parents for their immense support throughout the preparation of this event, whose energy and enthusiasm carried the momentum from start to finish. Thank you. I also thank my family members for their support. Thank you. Finally, coming to Sanjana, she has been learning Carnatic music from the age of 9 and has never shied away from a community stage performance over the many years of her learning. My favorite quality about her is her dedication and enthusiasm to learn and perfect any new concept introduced to her in the realm of Carnatic music. She is a talented performer and the stage is her home, as displayed today so beautifully so far. Working with her closely over the last few months, I can confidently say that her work ethic is second to none, and she has the capacity to achieve anything she gets her mind to. On that note, Sanjana, I wish you a great success in your music journey and other pursuits as well in the future. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Rama ma'am. I would now like to request our chief guest, Dr. Shamala Vinod, to felicitate our performer, Sanjana. Thank you. I now invite Aditi and Vinny back on stage as we proceed with the second half of today's program.
Arumugam Kanavandin. Lord Muruga is traditionally described as having 6 faces, or Arumugam, by which he is able to see all 4 directions, along with the sky and the earth at one time. 5 of these faces are considered to be those of Lord Shiva, and the 6th of Goddess Uma Devi. It is said that only the learned and pure of heart are able to see the 6 faces of Lord Muruga.
In this composition, in Brindavana Saranga, set to Adi Talam, the devotee describes his journey to catch but a glimpse of these 6 divine faces. He describes how he has visited the Arupadai Veedu, or 6 abodes of Lord Muruga, climbed the holy hills of Thanigai and Parani, and sung Tirupugar in praise of the Lord.
ஆறுமுகம் காண வந்தேன் திருமுருகா. ஆறுமுகம் காண வந்தேன் திருமுருகா. உன் பதமலர் பாட வந்தேன் அருள் முருகா. ஆறுமுகம் காண வந்தேன் திருமுருகா. உன் பதமலர் பாட வந்தேன் அருள் முருகா. ஆறுமுகம் காண வந்தேன் முருகா. ஆறு படை வீடு கண்டேன் அருள் முருகா. குன்றத்தில் ஏறி வந்தேன் வேல் முருகா. ஆறு படை வீடு கண்டேன் அருள் முருகா. குன்றத்தில் ஏறி வந்தேன் வேல் முருகா. தணிகை மலை தேடி வந்தேன் தண்டபாணி. தணிகை மலை தேடி வந்தேன் தண்டபாணி. சுவாமி மலை சுற்றி வந்தேன் சுவாமிநாதா. சுவாமி மலை சுற்றி வந்தேன் சுவாமிநாதா. ஆறுமுகம் காண வந்தேன் திருமுருகா. உன் பதமலர் பாட வந்தேன் அருள் முருகா. ஆறுமுகம் காண வந்தேன் முருகா. பழனிமலை ஏறி வந்தேன். பழனிமலை ஏறி வந்தேன். பால் குடம் தூக்கி வந்தேன். பழனிமலை ஏறி வந்தேன். பால் குடம் தூக்கி வந்தேன். காவடி எடுத்து வந்தேன். திருச்செந்தூர் சென்று வந்தேன். திருச்செந்தூர் சென்று வந்தேன். திருப்புகழ் பாடி வந்தேன். காவடி எடுத்து வந்தேன். திருப்புகழ் பாடி வந்தேன். அழகர் மலை வாழ் தேவசேனாபதி. அழகர் மலை வாழ் தேவசேனாபதி. குன்றுதோறும் வீற்றிருக்கும் குணகுன்றே. குன்றுதோறும் வீற்றிருக்கும் குணகுன்றே. ஆறுமுகம் காண வந்தேன் திருமுருகா. உன் பதமலர் பாட வந்தேன் அருள் முருகா. ஆறுமுகம் காண வந்தேன் பதமலர் பாட வந்தேன். காவடி எடுத்து வந்தேன். திருச்செந்தூர் சென்று வந்தேன். திருப்புகழ் பாடி வந்தேன் முருகா.
Pibare Rama Rasam. Rendered in the Hindustani rag Ahir Bhairav, of which the closest equivalent in Carnatic music is Chakravaham. This composition by Sadashiva Brahmendra, set to Aditalam, urges the tongue to drink in or absorb the essence of Rama, just as the great sages Shuka, Shaunaka, and Kaushika have done.
It is the base of all religious treatises, the Vedas and the sciences. It is said that the essence of Rama will relieve one from the fear and grief brought by the cycles of life and death, and give mental peace to those who absorb it.
जनन मरण भय शोकविदूरं जनन मरण भय शोकविदूरं सकल शास्त्र निगमागमसारं जनन मरण भय शोकविदूरं सकल शास्त्र निगमागमसारं पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं पिबरे रामरसं शुद्ध परमहंस आश्रमगीतं शुद्ध परमहंस आश्रमगीतं शुकशौनक कौशिकमुखपीतं शुद्ध परमहंस आश्रमगीतं शुकशौनक कौशिकमुखपीतं पिबरे रामरसं रसने पिबरे रामरसं पिबरे रामरसं 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 रामरसं
Taatei Endraduvar. This composition in Ragam Sindhu Bhairavi and Aditalam is outlined in Mahakavi Gopalakrishna Bharati's magnum opus, the Nandanar Charitram. This splendid literary work describes the tale of the pious Shiv Bhakt Nandanar. Unable to enter the temple of Thillai Natarajar at Chidambaram, a dejected Nandanar travels to the outskirts of the city and decides to spend the night there.
Lord Shiva appears in his dream and says, "O Nandanar, have faith. The time for your liberation has come. Tomorrow at dawn, 3,000 Dikshitars, or learned saints, will seek you out and aid you in your ritual purification through fire. Once you have bathed in this fire, you will become one with me."
Lord Shiva's words prove true the next morning, as Nandana performs his Agni Pravesham and steps into the purifying fire in the presence of 3,000 Dikshitars. As he does so, he witnesses the magnificent cosmic dance of Lord Nataraja. He proceeds to describe its beauty to the Dikshitars in great detail, how the entire cosmos reverberates as the Lord, worshipped by all celestial beings, including Gopalakrishna, joyfully dances his Ananda Tandavam. Taatei Endraduvar, Tattitei Endraduvar.
தாத்தை என்றாடுவார் அவர் தத்தித்தை என்றாடுவார் 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 தகிட தகிடத்தை என்றாடுவார் அவர் ஜம் தகிடத்தை என்றாடுவார் தீம் தருகிட தை என்றாடுவார் அவ ஜம் தருகிட தை என்றாடுவார் தீம் தருகிட தை என்றாடுவார் அவ ஜம் தருகிட தை என்றாடுவார் ஆடுவார் 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 ஆதி பராபரம் ஆதி பராபரம் ஆகிய சித்து ஆதி பராபரம் ஆகிய சித்து ஆனந்தம் கொண்டொரு காலை எடுத்து ஆனந்தம் கொண்டொரு காலை எடுத்து ஆதி பராபரம் ஆகிய சேர்த்து ஆனந்தம் கொண்டொரு காலை எடுத்து தீம் ததீம் தகதீம் தீம் ததீம் தகதீம் தக ஜொனு தீம் தீம் தகிட ஜம் ததீம் தீம் தரிகிட தஜொனு ததீம் தீம் ததீங்கிணதும் ததீங்கிணதும் தத்தீங்கிணதும் தீம் ததீம் தகதீம் தக ஜொனு தீம் தீம் தகிட ஜம் ததீம் தீம் தரிகிட தஜொனு ததீம் தீம் ததீங்கிணதும் ததீங்கிணதும் தத்தீங்கிணதும் தாத்தை என்றாடுவார் அவர் தத்தித்தை என்றாடுவார் தாத்தை என்றாடுவார் அவர் தத்தித்தை என்றாடுவார் ஆடுவார் 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 அண்டச்சராச்சரம் எங்கும் நடுங்க அண்டச்சராச்சரம் எங்கும் நடுங்க ஆதிசேடனார் முடிகள் நெருங்க அண்டச்சராச்சரம் எங்கும் நடுங்க ஆதிசேடனார் முடிகள் நெருங்க பார்ப்புகழும் தில்லை பார்ப்புகழும் தில்லை சிதம்பரநாதன் பார்ப்புகழும் தில்லை சிதம்பரநாதன் பாலகிருஷ்ணன் பணிந்தேத்திய பாதன் பாலகிருஷ்ணன் பணிந்தேத்திய பாதன் கோபாலகிருஷ்ணன் பணிந்தேத்திய பாதன் கோபாலகிருஷ்ணன் பணிந்தேத்திய பாதன் தீம் ததீம் தகதீம் தீம் தீம் ததீம் தகதீம் தக ஜொனு தீம் தீம் தகிட ஜம் ததீம் தீம் தரிகிட தஜொனு ததீம் தீம் ததீங்கிணதும் ததீங்கிணதும் தத்தீங்கிணதும் தீம் ததீம் தகதீம் தக ஜொனு தீம் தீம் தகிட ஜம் ததீம் தீம் தரிகிட தஜொனு ததீம் தீம் ததீங்கிணதும் ததீங்கிணதும் தத்தீங்கிணதும் தாத்தை என்றாடுவார் அவர் தத்தித்தை என்றாடுவார் தாத்தை என்றாடுவார் அவர் தத்தித்தை என்றாடுவார் தகிட தகிடத்தை என்றாடுவார் அவர் ஜம் தகிடத்தை என்றாடுவார் தீம் தரிகிடத்தை என்றாடுவார் அவர் ஜம் தரிகிடத்தை என்றாடுவார் தீம் தரிகிடத்தை என்றாடுவார் அவர் ஜம் தரிகிடத்தை என்றாடுவார் ஆடுவார் ஆடுவார் ஆடுவார்
Bhagyada Lakshmi Baramma. In this Kannada composition, set to Adi Talam and Raga Madhyamavati, Purandara Dasa, or the father of Carnatic music, reverentially invites Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity, into his humble dwelling and asks her to shower prosperity on him. He describes the consort of Lord Vishnu in all her grandeur, with anklets jingling at her feet as she walks gracefully, golden bangles on her wrists, and vermilion on her forehead, as she emerges into the light like buttermilk when it is churned from raw curd, with the brilliance of countless rays of sunlight.
Following this item is the traditional Mangalam in Raga Saurashtram. The word Mangalam in Sanskrit means auspiciousness, welfare, or good fortune. The Mangalam is thus sung as a concluding prayer at the end of a kacheri or concert, as it beseeches the gods to shower good fortune for the times to come, and also thanks them for the successful completion of said concert.
ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ನಿಕ್ಕುತ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ನಿಕ್ಕುತ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ ಕಾಲ್ಗಳ ಧ್ವನಿಯ ಮಾಡುತ್ತ ಸಜನ ಸಾಧು ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆಯೊಳಗಿನ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆಯಂತೆ ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಕನಕ ವೃಷ್ಟಿಯ ಕರೆಯುತ್ತ ಭಾರೆ ಮನಕಾಮನೆಯ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಯ ತೋರೆ ದಿನಕರ ಕೋಟಿ ತೇಜದಿ ಹೊಳೆಯುವ ಜನಕರಾಯಣ ಕುಮಾರಿ ಬಾರೆ ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಅತ್ತಿತ್ತಗಲದ ಭಕ್ತರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿತ್ಯ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸುಮಂಗಳ ಸತ್ಯವ ತೋರುವ ಸಾಧು ಸಜ್ಜನರ ಚಿತ್ತದಿ ಹೊಳೆವ ಪುತ್ತಳಿ ಬೊಂಬೆ ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಿಲ್ಲದ ಭಾಗ್ಯವ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಿಲ್ಲದ ಭಾಗ್ಯವ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕಂಕಣ ಕೈಯ ತಿರುಗುತ್ತ ಬಾರೆ ಕುಂಕುಮಾಂಕಿತೆ ಪಂಕಜಲೋಚನ ವೆಂಕಟರಮಣನ ಬಿಂಕದ ರಾಣಿ ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ತುಪ್ಪದ ಕಾಳುವೆ ಹರಿಸಿ ಶುಕ್ರವಾರದ ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ ಅಕರೆಯುಳ್ಳ ಅಳಗಿರಿ ರಂಗನ ಚೊಕ್ಕ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ರಾಣಿ ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಅಮ್ಮ ಪವಮಾನ ಸುತುಡು ಬಾಟು ಪದಾರ ವಿಲ್ದ ಮುಲಕು ನೀ ನಾಮ ರೂಪ ಮುಲಕು ನಿತ್ಯ ಜಯ ಮಂಗಳಂ ರಾಜೀವ ನಯನ ತ್ಯಾಗ ರಾಜೀವ ನಯನ ತ್ಯಾಗ ರಾಜಾರಿ ವಿನುತಮೈನ ನೀ ನಾಮ ರೂಪ ಮುಲಕು ನಿತ್ಯ ಜಯ ಮಂಗಳಂ
evening, everybody. Wow. I don't know. I mean, I have to say, seeing my little girl on stage for her first full-length performance. Sorry, guys, it's so overwhelming. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank a lot of people who have been behind the scenes of this momentous occasion, offering constant support and encouragement throughout this very eventful journey. Firstly, I would like to thank Sri Chelvaraju sir and Gurumurthy sir for having taken time out to grace us with your presence on this special evening. Thank you for your blessings and kind words for Sanjana. Next, I would like to thank our chief guest, Dr. Shyamala Vinod. After an year-long hiatus, she's in 12th, she's just completed her 12th. It was your training, your voice, the therapy that you have taught her that really helped her, get her voice back. Thank you so much, ma'am. And our heartfelt gratitude to our guest of honor, Srimati Sulochana Tyagarajan, Rama Garu, ma'am's guru. Thank you so much, ma'am. She came to your house and she sang the songs out to you, and you patiently listened to her singing. And your valuable inputs, how a song is when we kind of learn in class and to make it stage worthy. It is so important, it's so different. Your valuable inputs really helped her get here. Thank you so much, ma'am. And the time we visited your place, you gave us, I think it's one of the best coffees I've ever had. Thank you so much, super ma'am. Yeah. When Sanjana was a little girl, I used to hold her. I remember the days I just used to hold her hand and take her to classes, music classes. Though she loved music so much, she knew that evening classes means it's going to cut into her playtime. So as a form of protest, she would say, hey, I'm not going to practice at home. I'll just attend the classes. I'm not going to let it eat into my playtime anymore. From that stage, till where she is now, I think it's only purely Rama man's dedication and the way she has able to cultivate her, the love for the art form. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. You recognize the potential in her, and you brought her where she is now. And I cannot thank enough. I cannot leave out Rama ma'am, your family, TR sir, and Vishal. Where is Vishal? Yeah, hi. When Sanjana would go to your house and, practice for the past 3 months, she's practicing, for almost a couple of hours in your house. Thank you so much, sir and Vishal, for hearing her sing the same song. I think, if we give a mic in their hands today, they would be singing the song again, They're so familiar with the songs like that now, so. Exactly. Thank you so much for supporting, ma'am, yeah. And Vidwan Mahesh and Vidwan Sitaram, thank you so much. From the time Sanjana sang her solo performance on, Ganesha and PSN, Ganesha celebrations in PSN, they have been accompanying her. They know all her nuances of singing, where she's going to take a break and everything. So that's, as ma'am said, right? It was a perfect teamwork, right? So thank you so much for, accompanying her this evening. And we had, when we used to have, practice, Saturday evening practice, we would call for an instrumental practice. Though the practice is only probably for an hour and a half to 2, they would brave the, Bangalore traffic for 2 to 3 hours, just for a practice of a couple of hours, right? It was really great of you. Thank you so much. And Mr. Madhukar, thank you so much. He's, a partner in, photography, videography, and the live streaming of the event. And Mr. Shiva for light and sound, Mr. Umesh for the channel recording, Mr. Srinivas for the stage decor, Asha Food Caterers, and Ms. Saraswati from the BIC team, and a beautiful Aditi and Vinny. Aditi and Vinny, for having done a wonderful job as compiers for the evening. they are Sanjana's buddies. So, and a special thanks to Sanjana's group of friends from PSN who have been so incredibly. There they are, thank you. Yeah, they have been so helpful with Sanjana, throughout this journey. Sanvi, thank you so much for lending us your mic and speaker system. Right, we used to use it for our instrument practice sessions. And, okay, it is Sanjana's Arangetram, we all know that. There is one more Arangetram that happened today. It is mine. I have never been on stage till now. This is my first, Thank you so much for making this happen for me. Yeah, and thank you all for the audience. You've been so great. You've been encouraging her throughout. And for the family, friends, and all our colleagues who have been here this evening supporting us and blessing her for the Arangetram. Thank you all so much. And I would like the dignitaries, and we would like to have moments of pictures with you. So please come on stage, bless Sanjana. And the dinner is served in the terrace again. So yeah, thank you so much once more. Yeah, please, all of you come on stage. We would like to have photographs with you, please. Excuse me, Mr. Sarvana from BIC, can you please kind of help clear the stage so we can take photographs?